have you back here again. It's lovely for me to be back here. I missed it last week. While we are listening to the music to get ourselves started, we can tie up our kundalini and put ourselves into bandhan. So that's, and if we have any newbies, let's just, that left hand goes up, the right hand goes around, the right up to the top of the head, 1 knot, and then the second time 2 knots, 3 knots. So let's do that together. Let's collectively raise our kundalini. And bringing your attention from the base of the spine all the way up through that center channel, and then tying 2 knots, and just pause for a moment and let your attention settle there, and then a third time again, bringing your attention from the base of the spine all the way up through all those centers, and just above that top center we're going to tie 3 knots. We bring our hands down onto our lap. Take a moment. Now with our attention, and we're going to, using our hands, go from the right, from the left to the right, and back again, doing our bandhans, which I'm sure most of you are very familiar with. So let's start the left side and up and over, and again, just keeping that attention and spreading those vibrations around this subtle system that you have within you. There's no need to rush. Just enjoy spreading those vibrations around your subtle system. To feel the power of your vibrations that you now have. Okay, hands on your lap. And now with your attention on top of your head, just allow that music to settle within you. See if you can feel a change already within yourself. Okay, good. So, welcome this evening. So, okay, for anyone who has, we're up to week 4 of focusing on a Molodhara Chakra. So, for anyone who has just joined over the last week or so, good, okay, is to, that we also have our first, second and third programs available that you may wish to go and look at those as well as this one. So what we're really going to do tonight is just a recap and introduce a little bit more. We're going to spend a bit of time really on the clearing, on the focusing on the Mooladhara. I do have a talk of Srimataji's, but it's only for a few minutes. So that will allow us time to really recap on the qualities, to go back over it, because if you've been joining not just tonight but the other nights for these programs, you're probably taking in a lot of information. So let's settle, and I'll just recap on the qualities and that of the Mooladhara. We'll also meditate on the petals and some of their qualities, and ask for those qualities to develop within us. And then we will, from there, we'll just listen to a very short talk of Srimataji's, and we'll go into some, have a nice meditation, collective meditation together. And it's very important in Sahaj that we do meditate collectively together. So, just to recap, okay, let's talk about the characteristics of this Mooladhara Chakra. It's placed at the base of the spine. The Kundalini is actually in the sacrum bone, and underneath that just sits the Mooladhara Chakra. And it has 4 petals. The element is earth. The colour is a coral red. It's physical pelvic plexus. The planet that represents Mooladhara is Mars, and also we can feel it represented on the base of the palms of the hands. And Australia is known as the Mooladhara country as well, and that wonderful rock that we have in the centre of Australia called Uluru actually is carries the vibrations of the Mooladhara very strongly. And many people, when they go out to Uluru, they do have a very spiritual experience and really feel very deeply while they are there. And that's because when you have that connection, once you have your self-realization, you will pick up on vibrations, and really powerful, strong, pure vibrations, and your Kundalini will react to that. So that is a fantastic place to go to really have some lovely deep meditations. It's along, not that far, and it's a very beautiful place. The other, so some more information about the Mooladhara. It's the divine aspect of purity and innocence is the foundation of the entire subtle system. So the Mooladhara is like the basis, and when it's strong, it really helps to support the whole subtle system within us. And it's there beneath the Kundalini, and it's a protection of the Kundalini. It sees the Kundalini being our mother within us. It is like it protects that mother energy within us. And the Kundalini, when that chakra is really clear and working really well, that Kundalini, a lot more of the strands of the Kundalini will come up stronger as well, and you'll feel a much deeper meditation. So the benefits, besides just the depth of our meditation, some other benefits of our Mooladhara working correctly is that we have a strong sense of right and wrong, no bias because of the innocence. Our eyes and our attention stays very stable. We have a strong attention, and also it helps us to remain in harmony with nature and to keep away from an unnatural lifestyle. So it's a very simple lifestyle, very natural, an easy lifestyle, a very joyful lifestyle. When you have this center working clearly, it's the simple things in life really make an impression on you, and your spirit really responds to that. And one of the best things about this is that it gives us the ability to not only be able to raise our own kundalini, but to raise the kundalini of others. And that is to be able to actually give friends and family, if they desire it, to awaken that kundalini within them and to spread that light from one person to another. So when it's balanced, it helps us to be emotionally balanced because it's on the left side, and that is the left channel runs into the Mooladhara, and the left side is our emotion. So there's that connection to the Mooladhara. So it strengthens our emotional side. I know within myself tended to be very emotional when I first came to Sahaj, and over the years that has really evened out, and which is very helpful. It stops those ups and downs that we often have in our lives, and keeps us mentally balanced. So that, because the left side, if we go into the left, we can go into that lethargic side, find it very hard to be motivated to do things. So through this, that can then lead to like depression as well, which then affects us. That's a mental inability, a mental imbalance within us. So by keeping our Mooladhara intact and keeping it cleared, we can then strengthen our emotional and our mental well-being. It also stops us going too much into the right and just getting overactive. We need both the left and the right to be in balance, and that helps us with that. And also, we tend to not be too aggressive in our behaviour towards others. Even if we get upset with things, we can very quickly overcome all of those emotions that come with that through having a balanced Molodhara. And it soothes our attention and the subtle system, and it allows the kundalini to rise. So overall, what do we get from having a balanced Molodhara? We're going to get a balance, we get the innocence and the purity and the wisdom, and most of all, that joy to our spirit, because again, that spirit resides on our left side in our heart, and because of that whole channel coming from the Mooladhara up the left side and then crossing over at our agya, it connects to our spirit, and it helps to bring that spirit into, connects us to the joy of our spirit. So they are some very good things that when this Mooladhara is working well, that we have to look forward to. And some simple things to help balance the Mooladhara is doing our daily meditation. That really strengthens our Mooladhara. Sitting on Mother Earth. I think last night, those that joined in, you did a foot soak. You may have done it before. Yes, and just clearing the chakras, maintaining a purity of eyes and thoughts. If we get negative thoughts and see negative things, just to not try and absorb them, and just bring that kundalini up to the top of our heads when we see or hear those things, so that it's keeping us all in balance. And also just being honest with ourselves and seeing where we're at that point of time. Now, the other thing that I was just going to introduce tonight, is to actually talk about the chakra and the symbol of the chakra, and that is that the symbol is the swasthika, and it's been described as that it looks like 4 threads of wicks joined together in a swastika shape. And once we've had our realization, it is illuminated with radiant lights, and it can be described as a 4-petal lotus, and that's what resides there at the base of us. And each of these petals holds qualities, and last week I believe you went through those qualities, and I thought maybe tonight, if we get a bit of time, we might just go through that. But the talk tonight, that from Shimalaji, is she's talking about this chakra and how when you look at it from different angles, that you can see that it's you'll see the swastika, and the swastika is representing the innocence. A lot of people might associate the swastika with the Germans and the Nazis, but that was they had actually turned it to the left. But the swastika is actually the representation of innocence and purity and wisdom. And also it has the alpha and omega, and that is like the Greek alphabet. It's the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet, and so therefore within us that contains everything. Everything is there within us, within this. It's the beginning and the end of all things, and that is represented there within this Mooladhara Chakra. So that will be a talk that we'll just listen to in a little bit. But I thought what we could do now, as I said, the talk's only a couple of minutes long, is that we will do a little bit of clearing and focus again on those qualities of the Mooladhara to help strengthen that within us, because it's really is the core root of the whole subtle system. So let's start with that. We might just do one quality, because some of them have a few qualities, but I think we'll just pick out a quality from each of the petals tonight and focus on that, because I've done quite a bit of chatting. So let's see if we can strengthen our meditation by just doing a simple meditation on the qualities of the petals of the Molodhara. So just take a moment, just nicely breathing in and breathe out. And focus our attention within. And the first petal of the Molodhara, it goes in a downward direction towards the ground. And this gives us the pure and absolute joy of the divinity within us. So here we can just say to ourselves, Sri Mataji or Sri Kundalini, please bless us with the joy of our spirit. And that's what I was saying before. This Mooladhara is connected to the joy of our spirit. So Sri Mother Kundalini, please bless us with the joy of our spirit. And just repeat that to yourself a few times. And now we're going to focus on the second petal, and that goes towards the left. So we're going to focus on the second of the blessings, and here we can say, Sri Mother Kundalini, please fill each cell of our being with the majesty and dignity of our pure spirit. Sri Mother Kundalini, please fill each cell of our being with the majesty and dignity of our pure spirit. Now we're going to focus on the third petal, and that goes to the right hand side. And there are 3 qualities, but we'll just focus on 1 or 2 of them. So first of all, we'll say, Mother Kundalini, please bless us with the pure knowledge of our divinity. Mother Kundalini, please bless us with the pure knowledge of our divinity. And while we're there on that right petal, we can also say, Sri Mother Kundalini, please bless us with the absolute wisdom of your innocence. Sri Mother Kundalini, please bless us with the absolute wisdom of your innocence. Now the fourth petal, it goes upwards, and there are 2 blessings. I'm going to focus on the second one, and this is, Mother Kundalini, please fill each and every cell of our being with the nectar of your divine love. Mother Kundalini, please fill each and every cell of our being with the nectar of your divine love. Let's just let those qualities really manifest within ourselves. The joy of our spirit, the majesty and dignity of our pure spirit, the pure knowledge of our divinity, and wisdom of our Molodhara, and the pure divine love that we have within us. Mother Kundalini, please establish those qualities within me. And we'll just listen to this talk now. It only goes for a couple of minutes. It's a beginner's talk. I'm just going to play the first 2 minutes of it. And it's actually Shamaji explaining about the Swadhisthana, the Omkara, and the Alpha and Omega. And she's able to do it much better than me.
There's so many things we have to see, that whatever has been revealed to you, you can verify it. For example, I had said long time back that Mooladhara Chakra is made out of carbonite. And if you see it from left to the right, right to the left side, you see nothing but a swastika. So now you see from left to the right. Then you see Omkara. And once you see from down below upward, you see the Alpha and Omega. Now see, Christ has said that I am the Alpha and the Omega. So this swastika becomes Omkara, also becomes Christ. You can see it very clearly. Now we have got a beautiful picture of that. We have a tape, and I wanted to see you all that, but I don't know how we can manage here. But I wish you all could see it. It's so clear-cut. So Alpha and Omega, also these mathematical things have come to us from inside, from the divine. This is not we have created. This was found out by some mathematicians who were realized souls, and they used this Alpha and Omega. It's surprising how it shows so clearly that swastika becoming Omkar, and Omkar then becoming Alpha and Omega. So everything in Sahaja Yoga is tangible and can be verified.
So let's just sit and have our silent meditation for a few minutes. Very nice. Thank you. Just to finish up with, I have found a video that shows how this chakra, the Molodhara Chakra, the 4 petals, and how it evolves into, when you look at it from one angle and then from another angle, how you can see the swastika, the alpha and the omega, and the omkar. So I'll just get the camera organised. I'll just move it around and I'll make the screen bigger. And I shall press play, but we might watch it just a couple of times just so that it's easier for you to see. I'll try and move that forward a little bit, and it will come up, it will show us as it goes. There's no sound with it. So there we have the 4 symbols. So that is the omkar. So that's when you look at the Mooladhara Chakra itself. There's the swastika. When you're looking at it from the left to the right and the right to the left. And that is the alpha and the omega. So, yep. So omkar, swastika, and the alpha and the omega. Fabulous. Well, thank you very much for joining everyone tonight. It's been lovely to be back and to being able to meditate with you collectively again. I hope you all have a really beautiful week and join in for the following programs that we have this coming week as well, and look forward to spending next Monday evening with all of you again. Oh, and we'll tie up our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan as well to finish up with. Good night and have a great week. Thank you.